Good morning. Okay, this one's gonna be fucking difficult again. It's been a long time since I've done this fucking shit. Alright, first of all, I want to start with something that happened straight up last night. My best friend called me. The one I went to go see and visit, the one that's moving away, right, across the fucking country. And he listened to one of my videos called A Dark Story from My Childhood, which was about, you know, me witnessing one of my friends all the way back in the day fucking jerking off in this goddamn forest, right? Because we both didn't understand, along with like some other fucking people in there. All right? Whatever, right? And he calls me, and I'm like, this is going to be difficult for me to just talk about. Because I'm like, he just called with concern, right? And he was the only one that, like, I uploaded that a long time ago, and nobody watched it. You know, nobody fucking listened to it or whatever, right? So, but he called me, and he was just concerned. And he was like, yeah, usually people that confess some shit like that, you know, they're like, I don't know, he said like, they're on fucking meth if they're fucking confessing some fucked up shit like that. I'm just like, wait a minute, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But again, he called with concern, and he's just like, hey, if you need to ever tell me anything, you know, you can just talk to me. I'm like, because he doesn't, that's the thing, this particular friend, right, like, doesn't know shit about me on that fucked up level. Like, me and him have talked extensively about a lot of shit, but not really. Like, I'm close to him, but I'm not at the same time. That's why I said I don't like him. You know? And the last time me and him, like, saw each other, like I said, was like a week ago, or that last weekend. This last weekend, I went to Chicago with my girlfriend, and that's a whole nother fucking story. I don't say here's the thing. Right now, I am fucking uncomfortable. Extreme uncomfortable. Like super fucking bad. Because I'm out of my element completely. Because my girlfriend and I, this is why I mean I'm so awkward right now, but I gotta try to get through it. We went to Chicago and came back, and then I'm in my fucking apartment now by myself. Like, that was the first night I spent completely by myself. Nobody was there. It was just me. I was talking to my girlfriend a little bit, right? And then my best friend called me, like I said, at like 9:30. Called me or something, because he just watched the video. Because me and him discussed like polygamy and how I'm not monogamous, and me and him talked about that whole fucking thing, and me and him disagree. He's monogamous, I'm not, whatever. We go back and forth. Anyways, though, he was just thinking about me, and I share that I have a YouTube channel with him. And then, I don't know, because I completely forgot about the video, of course, because it was like 3 weeks ago at this point, and I didn't get any responses about it, you know? And how many people actually know about that story? Not many. Not many at all. And me and him were talking, and I also told him some other shit that also happened to me. And nobody knows about this. And I don't even know if I want to open up about it right now. But I'm like, I really want to talk about this in some way. Because I'm like, okay, what? I told him, let me try, hold on, let me back up. My best friend watched that video. And then I told him another something fucked up that happened to me as well, on top of that I haven't posted about, I haven't made a YouTube video about, I haven't even mentioned. But there is something else. But I'm like, okay, the friend that was jerking off in the forest, I don't talk to that fucker anymore, right? So it doesn't seem as... But I'm like, why do I have to protect this individual? Why? I already kind of put my dad on blast. All right, but it's not my dad. All right, that's the disclaimer. It's not my dad. My dad didn't do anything fucked up other than making that 3 pussies fucking joke. All right, that I already talked about, that fucked up shit. But this one's different, and I'm like, oh God, why is he hesitating so much? Just fucking say it. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is the problem? I'm like, it's fucked. That's why. And I'm like, I am still in contact with this person. Here's the thing. This is the closest I ever got to being sexually assaulted. I'll say this. And I haven't said this to nobody. So even the fact that I'm opening my mouth right now and I'm saying this to any sort of light is very difficult. Again, I just want to own it. But this particular person, right? It was a long fucking time ago. I was 8 and he was 12. Something around this age or some shit like that. And I remember we were just in a room at my house, right? My childhood home. And he was, let's say, just turned on, right? Visibly erect. There you go. That's such a, you got a fucking boner. Jesus, what the fuck is the thing, right? But here's the thing. I was there, and he was in this mode, all right? And I didn't hit puberty yet, so I didn't fucking nothing. I'm blank. I'm still in this asexuality of some sort. But he pulled his fucking dick out, right? And was like, just put your mouth on it. Or something. I don't think he even said anything. But I remember I looked at him and I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to. But I didn't do it. You know? But that's something that happened to me. Right in front of me, just fucking did that shit. And asked me to do that. And I didn't. I was young. And I was just like, no. Like, it wasn't even this, I'm not gay. Like, I didn't know the concepts of any of this bullshit at that fucking point. But I was just like, I'm not going to do that. Like, no, it's not happening. And here's the fucking thing about opening up about some shit like this. And I even told, again, my best friend this whole entire thing, right? He knows about the person. He knows who that is. You know? And I don't even know if I want to eventually say who it was. But this is the stupid fucking part. I'm like, why do I have to protect? Why? Why am I doing that? I didn't protect my dad when he said that fucking shit. But all of a sudden it's like, oh, if that information got out somehow, right? You know, I've shared this fucking YouTube channel with several people. Some people still watch, some people don't. Some people don't give a shit at all. Whoever I shared it with. Right? Whole point is, it's out there. And somehow it could get back around to this individual. And it will, and I'm like, what's going to happen? So I want to go over the fear that I have right now and contemplate whether or not I actually want to fucking say who it was. And I want to go over the feelings and thoughts of why I wouldn't share who did it to me. Am I going to get made fun of? Am I going to fuck up this person's reputation and potentially their relationship or something if I expose this kind of information? Here's the thing. I don't want to tell people's business. I have before. It's fucking happened, definitely. I've said, I still kind of do to some degree, right? But I'm like, this was me. Me and this person, like, this is a shared experience, and it's in my mind, and that's another thing I haven't even explored. It wasn't, and I didn't even expect to open up about it to my best friend yesterday. Now, I can't believe I even just said it right now, but I'm like, okay, like I said, I was in the fucking forest when that shit fucking happened. All the way back then when I was young. Didn't know what the fuck was going on, okay? This happened when I was even younger. This whole fucking thing I just opened up about. And I remember even a side note, like right now, my girlfriend was like, well, how am I special if you're not opening up? Or all this information that I'm saying out to the world, like, how am I special if you're just saying it out loud? I was like, how many people are going to understand what it is that I said out loud? How many people are willing to have a conversation with me about it? Like, that's the whole thing. I'm like, and I told her that, I'm like, you and me have this deep connection. I love you and you love me. And we talk about a whole lot of shit, and we're very honest with each other about a whole lot of shit. All because I said this out loud and I'm being vulnerable in this setting doesn't mean it's going to be well received or understood or any of that fucking shit at all. And I'm like, why am I saying all of this out loud? That was the other thing that I was trying to explain to my best friend, because he's just like, why are you saying any of this? And I even went over the whole point of oversharing. You know? I was like, listen, I don't walk up to a random fuck in a bar and I'm like, hey dude, when I was younger, and then I go over the fucking list of things. Like, what is that? You know, if me and that person in the bar start talking about some shit, we have a couple drinks, whatever the fuck, and we feel like we can be vulnerable on some level, sure, I don't know if I'd say something like that, but you get my point. It's like, but I want to be considerate of other people's time and attention, just like I want them to be considerate of mine. So, this YouTube channel, for example, I talk about it, I express that I have it, but then it is up to you as an individual to fucking listen or not. I'm not forcing you to anything. So that's the big difference. You know, and I don't expect anybody to open up to me about nothing. You know, if they feel like they can with me and we can share a moment together, awesome. Great, awesome, sweet, dope. But I'm not going around saying, you need to open up about, like, no. I am making a decision right now to expose all of this information. And if somebody relates and somebody wants to talk about how fucked up that shit is, all right, awesome. We can have a dialogue and we can talk about some shit. Or people just hear it and they keep it pushing. That's the way it is. But again, digression over, what the fuck am I afraid of? Like what? He's going to be like, why the fuck did you say that? You know, you're gonna fuck up my, like, that's such a deep, dark secret. And past all of the shit that I've said thus far, all the things I've opened up about, that duck story, me fucking up a duck when I was younger. Yes, I keep saying it. Me picking my fucking nose and eating it, right? The fucking story in the forest with my friend fucking jerking off in front of us, right? And some other friends, right? That fucking thing. But this shit right here, nobody fucking knows about it. And I'm like, do I want to protect this person's identity? Because I'm protecting, and this is probably something I need to go over later or something. I don't know if I want to just say that right now. But I protected this other person's identity. My friend, I'm not saying his fucking name, and like I said, I don't even talk to the fucker anymore. You know, I told my best friend, because he knows who that person was. You know, we all used to hang out, but like, I don't talk to him anymore. It's been fucking years since the last time I fucking seen him. And, you know, fuck him, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. But, like I said, the person that I'm talking about right now, this whole thing, I'm still talking to him. Still in contact. And like, I'm talking about it out loud right now, and I'm like, it's not even real. Nothing's real. Nothing's fucking real at all. I'm in a dream. I'm in a daze. I'm in all this kind of stuff. And even again, what my best friend was telling me, just be careful. I'm like, well, would I ruin this person's life if I said something like this and somehow it got out to everywhere? Me and this person haven't talked about it, I don't think ever. Like, one of his friends, I think he told that happened or something, and then that friend of this person made fun of him. And then he mentioned that to me, and I think that was the last time we talked about that. But that was years and years ago. And I don't want to brush this off or something. And again, I don't even know what effect it really has had on me thus far in my life. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what the fuck it's had on me. And how do I feel about some shit like that happening? But that's the whole thing. It's like me opening up about that and me saying that out loud. Fear of rejection. But I'm like, fuck those people accepting me. Fuck them. Why do I need their approval and why do I need their acceptance? You know, I've told coworkers about my YouTube channel or whatever. Who's ever bothered to listen hasn't made fun of me at all or whatever. But again, there's that feeling of, even if they came at me trying to make fun of me or fuck with me or something or whatever, right? I'm like, everybody has some dirt. Everybody has had some fucked up. I'm not saying everybody's been fucking in a situation that I was in. I'm not saying that's what's happened. But and some people, I guess, get away with a clean slate of some sort, I guess. I don't know exactly. But everybody's got some fucked up shit they're hiding. Everybody's hiding. And that's their business. Okay? I chose to expose myself. And I chose to say all of this shit out loud. And I will suffer the consequences for doing so. But that's the whole question, is what are the consequences of my actions? What are the consequences? I get looked at weird. You know, only by the select few people that I have told, again, about the YouTube channel. Or anybody that would potentially recognize my voice. And I've thought about posting my YouTube channel, like I said, on my Facebook. But in the way where it's like, okay, I would just be tricky with it if somehow, like, the only fear I have is getting fired. Just by saying half of the shit that I've already fucking said. Alright? And just swearing and being the way I fucking am. But I'm anonymous. So again, I wouldn't say on my Facebook post, this is me, hi. I would want some type of promotion on my YouTube, but not to the degree of, hi, this is me directly. I still can't do that. I'm not in a position where I can do something like that, which still absolutely fucks with me. But I'm still wondering why the fuck I'm not telling who this is. And I don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm kind of like, this is the shit that I hate. I'm protecting an image. That's it. I'm just protecting an image. Why? And do I hate this person for what happened? No, I don't. He was confused, and he wanted to, and he didn't force me to nothing. That's the other thing that I want to make clear. He just made a request, right? If I'm putting it politely, as I'm awkwardly laughing and having a hot flash, because this is wildly uncomfortable shit to be talking about. Like very, very difficult shit to talk about. And you know, you hear about all these people that open up about sexual assault in the media, right? You know, Kevin Spacey, Bill Cosby, a bunch of other fucking fucks. That's really weird. He never calls me. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. Like, you hear about all those people confessing all of that shit. And I'm like, what am I doing right now? I'm confessing a lot of things, but this is this involves, right, a direct person in my life currently. And I'm having this conflict in my mind, extremely. But I'm like, fuck that. It's like, oh, how could you bring that up and how could you say that? Why didn't you talk to me first about that before you announced it on the internet? You know, and this person doesn't even watch my fucking YouTube anyways. You know, I talked about it, but he doesn't watch it at all. So he won't even know about it. But like I said, it could get back around, you know? I'm like angry at myself because I'm like, why the fuck am I protecting? Why? Is it wrong for me to say who it was? Is that wrong? Everybody in this fucking society, like, we all have a reputation. Or we all have this societal position that we're fucking playing. And I'm trying to protect something right now. And I'm also trying to protect somebody else's position in society. Their image. Is it wrong for me to tarnish that? It's like, here's the difference. Here's the big fucking difference. I don't go around, again, if somebody fucking asks me to keep a secret, alright, and don't tell anybody that shit and they trust me with this kind of information, because I'm in a position where I'm opening up about this, but that doesn't mean everybody needs to do what the fuck I'm doing, and doesn't even have the comfortability or the want or need or anything of that sort to do what I'm doing. So if they told me something and told me not to tell anybody, okay, I wouldn't tell anybody. That's between you and me. Fair enough. You know? I don't need to tell anybody that shit. But the difference is, this happened to me and this person, and we shared an experience together, right? Something fucked up happened between me and this person. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to say their name, and I don't want to say the role that they play in my life, or who they are. I have such an uneasy feeling in my stomach, but I'm like, it's all because I'm afraid of rejection. That's it. That's it, and that's all. That's the thing. It's like, so I would consult with this person, right, and say, I want to say this, and I want to say who you are in my life. Not your name, not your direct fucking name, but who you are in my life. and they would fucking say, "Don't you dare," or "Please, for the love of God, don't say that." And that's why I'm asking right now. Is it wrong for me to say what position this person is playing in my life? Who are they? I don't know if it's right or wrong. I have no idea. It's the issue with privacy. I'm like, I don't want to tell other people's business. Like that. If they tell me to don't tell anybody, okay, I don't want to tell anybody. But I'm like, if that shit happens to me directly, is there a difference in that? Yeah, there is, in my opinion. Like, you're not going to know this person's name. But I want you to know who they are. I don't want to protect this person on this level. Wow, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm like, oh, I want to give a disclaimer again and be like, he just didn't understand what he was doing. And I don't want to shame him. And I said that I don't hate him for what happened. I don't hate him. You know? And I don't even want to paint it as, oh, I was sexually assaulted forcibly or something. No, I wasn't. It was there. All right? But he didn't make me do anything. And I'm like, oh, I want to keep saying that over and over again so I don't paint him as this piece of shit or something. I'm like, I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's right. I'm like, I know I keep going back and forth, but fuck it. Like, I have to. And if who's ever listening wants to cut off and not listen anymore, and oh my God, he's so stalling like a motherfucker. Jesus, are you going to tell us or what? And we're like, fuck you and your entertainment. This is my fucking life. I chose to open up about it. And I am in complete control of the pace that I'm going to go at. I'm like, it's important. That's what I mean. It's not just, like, it's important who this is and how it's shaped my life. was my brother. It was my brother. He's like 4-something years older than I am. And we were in his room, and that's what the fuck happened. And I don't know what the consequences are now of what the fuck I just said. And why I was so hesitant is because the job I have. I work with my brother. And I'm like, if anybody honestly at my job, because I've told again a couple coworkers this, if anybody at my job wants to actually come up to me after somehow they watch the video and they want to fucking say something to me, because now, hey, I just exposed that. They know now, potentially, if it somehow gets to that point. They know now. And I'm probably going to talk to my girlfriend about this. I'm going to see what she thinks, if I should upload this or not. But, and I'm like, oh, I'm putting myself in a bad position, right? Because I feel like if somebody wanted to come at me and make fun of me, I'd beat the shit out of them. But that's the thing, I got to control myself. I have to control myself. I don't want to lose my job over somebody having an opinion. And that's what I'm doing anyways. So, if somebody wants to have their opinion, it's their opinion to have. Alright? Now, I know that took me 35 fucking minutes to get to, but fuck it. If that's how long it took me, that's how long it took me. I'm not sure how I feel. Do I feel like there's a weight off my chest? Yeah. I'm like, I told the thing about what my dad said about my brother and his girlfriend and her kids, right? The 3 little pussies joke that he made. I'm like, I already said that's my dad that fucking said that shit. I didn't protect his image. I'm like, why do I have to protect my brother's? Fuck that. I'm like, oh God, you're a piece of shit for putting your family's business out there. Why would you say any of this stuff? How dare you? How dare you not protect their image? Did they ask you to fuck them? How about that? When it comes to some shit like that, I'm not gonna hide that shit. Fuck your fucking image right up the fucking ass. Fuck you. Oh, you're gonna make me look bad. So what? Oh, I'm a piece of shit for doing that? Been a very weird journey so far. Just going over all of this shit that's happened to me. And I'm like, here I am. back at it again. I didn't expect to talk about that. Because that's one of my darkest secrets or something. I'm like, I just want to own myself. I just want to embrace even the darkest of shit. And I'm like, why did I have to say it was my brother? Why did I have to? Because that's why I said he's still in my life. I'm like, is this something that I have to tell him? That, hey, by the way, I opened up about that shit. And we kept that between each other for, well, until right now. Like I said, my girlfriend knows about that. And my best friend that I talked to last night knows about that. And now, all of you, the 3 people that continue to probably listen, and whoever made it to the 35-minute mark, congratulations. This is how I'm feeling today. And this is what the fuck happened to me when I was younger. What is this? Move. Ah, this person. Cool. Anyways, until goodbye.